Okay, so let's continue working on this object here. What I'm going to do next is, you can see here in the image we have this kind of blue, pale blue panel that goes in the front. Seems like a pretty simple detail. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and model that now. I'm going to go over here to my front view. I'm going to go to edge mode. I'm going to select all these edges. And I'm going to connect this one time. Hit the check mark. You can see that the edges have that funny angle to them just like before. So to fix that, again, very easy. With those edges still selected, just go up here to the modeling ribbon, go to the align menu, and click on Z because we want to align this top to bottom. And the Z axis goes up and down in our little 3D virtual world. Alright, so once that's done, I'm going to go back to the front view. And I'm going to place this edge here, this connection about maybe right here. It's pretty good. Again, don't worry about being completely accurate with the image. It's going to be next to impossible to do that simply because of the perspective distortion and things like that in the image. I'm going to hit OK. I'm happy with that connection. Now I'm going to just nudge it up a bit. That looks pretty good. I'm going to say I'm happy with that. Okay, so I should end up with something that looks like this. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the front view. I'm going to go to polygon mode. I'm going to select all the polygons here of that area. Okay. And let me see. Actually, I kind of jumped the gun right there. I forgot one little detail I need to make. So let me select these two edges that are on the outsides over here. Those two right there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a connect. I'm going to connect at one time, but we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go to my right view over here. You can see the edge right there. Now the blue panel in the image is over here. It doesn't go that far back. So what we'll do is we'll use these parameters. We won't use pinch, we'll use slide. So use slide to slide that forward a bit. Something like this looks pretty good. Okay, just past the blue area right there of the panel in the image. So if I go over here to this view, you can see what I did. And just to show you real quick what that does, if I slide it, you can see how it slides it across the polygon plane. Very useful tool. I'm going to hit OK because I'm happy with that. And what I'll do is I'll go back to polygon mode, and I'm going to deselect that polygon and this polygon right there, so I only have those little polygons on the side selected. So with these polygons selected, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my inset options, and I'm going to inset this just a bit. And actually that looks pretty good. I'm going to inset it to a value of about 1.0 and hit OK. And with these polygons selected here, you can see I have a little area here for the blue panel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select those two polygons. I'm going to come up here to modify selection in the modeling ribbon, and I'm going to hit loop to select that entire loop of polygons right there. Okay, and with this loop of polygons selected, I'm going to go to my extrude options, and you can see that I have myself a problem. This doesn't look too good. Basically, the extrusion came out wrong. So how can I fix this? Well, it's pretty simple. Up here, under the group option up here, we have three different options we can choose. We can choose group, local normal, or by polygon. We want to choose local normal. So choose local normal, and it'll extrude it a little bit better. Now the extrusion is a little bit too far, so we end up with this strange kind of artifacting right there. So I'll just lower the extrusion to something like this. Looks pretty good. Okay. There's a little funny quirkiness going on inside right there, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that simply because the inside isn't that visible. But if it really bothers you, we can actually fix that. So I'm going to hit OK. And this will be a good chance for me to show you how to use the Weld Tool. So I'm going to come in here, and you can see we have this kind of funny polygon right here. So to fix this, I'm going to do this real quick and easy. I'm going to go to vertex mode, go to my quad menu, and I'm going to choose the target weld tool. I'm going to target weld that right there. I'm going to target weld this right there. Kind of fixes that up a little bit better. So I'm going to select this polygon. I'm hitting Z, by the way. Z for zebra, or Z, as it's known in some parts of the world. Z, Z, data. What's the difference, right? So I'll go ahead and target weld that right there. I'm going to go to polygon mode. Select that polygon and zoom into it. Use target weld. Use target weld right there, and I'll use target weld like that. So basically select one vertex, and then you can target weld it to the second vertex that you select. target weld that right there, and this one right there. Okay, perfect. Okay, it kind of fixes that up if that was bothering you. Okay, I just took it as an opportunity to show you how to use the target weld tool. Okay, so there's the little blue panel area. If I render that out, you see what I have in my render. I end up with something like this, which looks pretty detailed, pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to say I'm happy with that for the moment, and I'm going to end this video here, and in the next one we're going to start to create some more details.